So good morning and welcome to the remote Western Australia. We're on a cattle station on the edge of the Great Sandy Desert, and our next adventure takes us slap bang through the middle of it in that direction towards the rising sun. The Boreline road comes off the Great Northern Highway near kind of the 80-mile beach area and heads basically straight through the guts of the Great Sandy Desert, eventually ending up near the old Shay Gap town site and eventually Nullagine. So, not sure what to expect along here. I don't think it's anything extraordinary. So far looks like a fairly fresh graded road actually. Here it gets a little bit harder and a bit corrugated down towards the end there. So, anyway, we'll see what goes.
Here we go, big 100. Here he goes. He's going fast. Toot toot. Oh, look at it go. Kicking up dust on the Boreline track on the way to Marble Bar. What a sight. We're about 15 k's in on the Boreline track, and so far the track is very well maintained actually. It's been bugger all corrugation and very flat, easy drive, just like a gravel highway. So yeah, nothing real challenging to it as yet, but yeah, we're only 15 k's out of 200 or something I think it is, so but if it's like this all the way we'll make up some good time, so see what happens. To some similar rock formations that we had out on the Karangi track. Nice rocky outcrops with beautiful green, sort of yellowy spin effects scattered across it. It really looks amazing. I've tried to get a couple of shots of it on the drone and the phone as well, but just doesn't work out. You really just got to see this stuff with your own eyes. Just the red rock with the green patchy spin effects over the top just looks really special. Yeah, unfortunately it's just too hard to get on the camera on the drone. Anyway, no, it looks really good out here, guys. Really nice scenery.
So we're just driving into the old Shay Gap mine site of the Mt Goldsworthy mining, closed down in 1993. They ceased operation. Not a lot left out of here, I believe. Still remains of the bitumen road heading in. Not in the best condition, but it's still here. So we're going to have a walk.
Tell you what, this would be a pretty mint campsite actually. It's a good area, rocks, clearings, yeah. Apart from this asbestos, but the sign warned us about coming in. But, you know.
So as you can see, there's really not a lot left here at all. I guess it was a fair while, 1993, and bush has basically taken over its land again and covered up almost everything that was here. I did see a what would you say, a line of rocks set up, almost looked like it might have been some sort of building. Telltale sign right there, cement, so someone would know what this was all about, part of it. Other than that, the drone's up, scouting around, see what else, what other remnants are here. You can see the old fence barely standing, falling over. Obviously, yeah, it's like the boundary fence of the mine site.
Look to the left and there's a pipe that goes up over the mountain. There it is. There it is. There, look. See all the tin and everything? I think we found the old mine site, Shane.
So right in front of us, it looks like we can see some remnants of the old mine site halfway up the hill. Over the other side there was a like a pipeline that raised up to the top. So we are finding things. So we followed this fence line down and believe we found the actual mine site, a water pipe heading up to the hill, a bit of a concrete platform over top, a lot of old metal sheeting lying around and bits and pieces, concrete, yeah. So we are leaving this area now.
So we've deviated and found a little track that we think is taken to us part of the mine site that was here. And now we're going to head back around. Apparently there was a town, Shay Gap town site, a bit further up the road. So we're going to go suss that one out. But yeah, look, a little bit of history here. Never even heard of Shay Gap before we come on this road. So yeah, it's amazing. Take a little detour and learn a little bit of history along the way, or whatever. Not that I've got much info to tell you about it. I'll find out when I get home. Internet reception. But yeah, interesting. There is on the other side there was a water pump, an old water pump, and a pipeline going right up the top of the hill. So probably fed water up into the mine. I guess it must have been a shaft mine or something, tunnel mine through the mountain. Maybe they needed the water for dust. I don't know. So spotted these plaques on the back of a rock as we were coming out of, well, Shay Gap is the name of the mine, or the old mine that used to be here. So yeah, I'm curious what happened to it, so I'm going to have to go home and do a little bit of research. It definitely piqued my curiosity what they were mining and why it closed down. Anyway, and what year. So there's not much out here.
Shay Gap crossing.
That's the highway crossing, yeah. What's that one? It didn't say.
Well, this is the old train track here. See it?
Yep.
Oh yeah, it goes all the way down there.
here we come to the old railway crossing for Goldsworthy mining, and yeah, doesn't look like it gets used anymore, obviously. Well covered over at this crossover with the track. Let's get out and have a quick go.
So there's the caves.
Oh yeah.
And it says, take the track that leads directly to 4 cave hole visible in rock face. Few options for turning circle, amazing scenery.
Yeah, that very far. And according to maps, we are closing in on the old Shay Gap town site, believed to be on the left, just up here somewhere. Shay Gap was a company town set up by Mt Goldsworthy Iron Ore to accommodate its workers in 1973. At its peak, its population reached 850 people before the mine closed in 1993 and the town shut down shortly after in early 1994. So really, after discovering not much at all with what's left of the Shay Gap township, we continue on through the, I think it's the McCann Shay Gap road, making our way towards Marble Bar. And I must say, I'm quite impressed with the terrain around this area through Shay Gap. It was lovely. Very scenic, not at all what I thought it would be like, but yeah, pleasantly surprised. We continue on. So continuing down this road, we've just speared off to a sidetrack. We believe there's some Aboriginal rock art somewhere to be found. So we're scooting down to see a pile of rocks over here, thinking this would be the spot, as there's nothing else around at all that suggests it would be anything other than these rocks. So it looks like we found some of it. It's rocky outcrop, kind of in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing else around. Literally just these pile of rocks.
Oh yeah.
In the middle of nowhere. So, look at that. On the rock. Some swirling marks. And up on that one there too. There's some more there too. That actually looks really good. Marble Bar Road, and we've just come up into a little track that's led us to Dora Gorge. Lovely little camping spot where you can take a swim and cool off in the hot weather up here. And for today we're in a little bit of a rush, so we won't be doing that. Just a quick bite to eat and continuing on. But just so you see, this is a lovely little spot and well worth a visit and stop off even for the night on the Marble Bar Road.
You recording it?
Yeah, I am.
How high the water's got.
Yeah. So we're leaving Dora Gorge after a quick bite to eat, and everyone would have heard of the floods that came through here earlier in the year and wiped away a lot of the roads. Check out the trees through here, the amount of debris, how high it is on the trees. It goes to show you how much water raced through this gorge area. Absolutely taller than me. It must be 6 foot, if not higher, into some of the trees. It's just crazy the amount of water that's come through, because this gorge area is wide as well. So incredible amount of water. The amount of trees and branches, the mess that's made when all this was underwater. It's just snapped big trees over and big bushes, bent from the sheer force of the river coming down. Look at it all over the place. Just mental. No wonder the roads in the area didn't stand a chance, and the bridges that got cut off. Every single standing tree has debris wrapped around it. So we've just completed the track on the way out, and as we go through the gate and check out the fence once the dust clears, barely recognisable as a fence. It's just collected everything that's raced through from further up the river. And look at this, just everywhere. What a mess. So we're just rolling into the town of Marble Bar, one of the hottest, if not the hottest town in Australia. One point of visit is the old ironclad hotel from the 1890s. We're going to pop in there and check a couple of the local places out. One being, I think, Chinaman's Pool. And what else are we going to check to?
Go and have a look at the government buildings.
Maybe the government buildings.
They've been up since 1890.
Yeah, it's all since the gold rush days. Everything's around about 1890s established in this town, so see what we find. Across the road, the Ironclad Hotel.
And it's 26 degrees out there, isn't it?
Currently 26 degrees. I reckon that regularly reads 40 something. This classic old pub. the iconic ironclad hotel. We're going in. So after a quick drink at the Ironclad Hotel, we're just going for a short run out of town to Chinaman Pool and maybe a swim. See what it's like. Nice and pleasant weather here actually today. Quite windy, to be honest. It's keeping the temperature down.
Temperature was 27.
28 degrees, I believe it is. Very pleasant. So we've arrived at Chinaman Pool and Marble Bar Pool, just around the other way, and it's very clear how much devastation these floods have had in this area once again. There are trees on our way in that have got debris like 10 foot high. It's crazy. The erosion on the banks here has been totally washed away, as you can see, and you wander further up here. I think the used to be sort of like sort of steps running down this there, and they've gone. And look at this. This was a lovely pristine little part of area, and there is stuff everywhere. Big cleanup. There's trees down, and look at this. I was underwater. Floods were running through. I'm way underwater. Look how high that is. Right up there. Without the sun behind. Look at that. That's how high that is. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Every tree has debris in it. Right down here. It's mental. So much water flow. Look at it. Look at that tree in the background. Look how high that debris is up in there. It's really hard to fathom the volume of water that has raced through this area. So still in Marble Bar, and this is the old government building station street, and the old original buildings from back in the gold rush days, 1890s, and they look sensational. Well kept, utilised for other purposes now than what they usually did back in the day. But they still all stand upright and very proudly. One building in particular utilised as the police station to this day, whether that was initially its purpose, I don't know. It certainly is now. Right there. But don't they look good? So we've just seen the devastating effects of when tropical cyclone Zelia tore through this region as a category 4 with substantial rain and driving wind some 5 months ago in February 2025. Both the Nullagine River in Nullagine and the Coongan River in Marble Bar, which just so happens to pass through Dora Gorge where we just were, recorded record levels and subsequent major flooding. The town of Marble Bar suffered considerable damage. The Coongan River was dry just 5 days earlier, before reaching a level of 10.2 metres after the significant rainfall. Incredible. So we've left the black bitumen area of Marble Bar and back on the dirt track to Nullagine. Seeing what we can find on the way in, and I believe the road looks like it's in pretty good condition. A lot of them have been graded due to the floods and the damage that they've done, so they've spent a lot of time on these tracks of late, the last couple of months or so they're pretty good nick. So continue to enjoy. Nullagine, here we come. So we're only a few kilometres out from the town of Nullagine, and we've come straight down the short track, and it's no dramas. Recently graded, a lot of upgrading work has been done to floodwater crossings and things. It's very easy drive, a little bit rocky in patches, but no issues at all.
Right guys, welcome to Nullagine. They found gold here, and apparently it was the first place in WA where diamonds were discovered as well, so I never knew that. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to go grab a cheeky little drink at the iconic hotel here. Then from there we're going to go find somewhere to camp. Now apparently there's a few gorges or springs or something around here, or pools, so we're going to go suss out those after we've had a little drink, because yeah, time's about 4 o'clock now, so it's a little bit too late to sort of push on. But anyway, here we are, just pulling into the pub now by the looks of it. Yeah, it's a cute little country pub.
So the iconic Nullagine Hotel, right here in the centre of town. Not that there's much here. Pretty much a bit of a park across the road, general store, diesel pump, focal point being the pub. Let's go inside and check it out. The Nully Hotel, or the Nullagine. So we've just left the Nullagine Hotel and just swung out of town a little bit, and on this track running into these ranges ahead So we've just rolled into Garden Pool, not far out of Nullagine, and water level looks quite low. Beautiful little spot, as most of them are up here, and this is it. Sun is just going down over the ridge over there and providing a lovely backdrop to this area. Now again, there is signs here as well of high water levels this year. Quite a lot of trees I've noticed have debris high in them, wrapped around, and this is the Nullagine River that actually runs right past the edge of town and does actually feed quite a lot of little creeks off it as well. So you can imagine in heavy flooding in the wet season, it's quite a torrent down here. You can see the across the other side there, the amount of debris on the sandy banks, and even on this side in the trees you can see a lot of stuff that's swept along. Even this tree well up in the picnic area we have here, they've nicely done. You can see on this tree right here the level it's actually reached. Quite incredible. And yeah, all these trees show the same thing. Look at them. They've all got it there. This whole area had one big downpour, one big wet season. Very nice area, but Garden Pool, just out of Nullagine. Perfect spot to swim.